Content Advisory. After the Fall is a story set in the world of darkness and may contain subject matter that may be triggering to some audiences. Subject matter includes graphic depictions of violence, alcohol and drug abuse, bullying, physical and emotional abuse, gaslighting, police violence, loss of loved ones, and other content not suitable for all audiences. Your discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. We're here again for Chapter 5 of After the Fall. Hot off of the tragic instances that happened within Winnipeg, our band finds themselves being transported via their tour bus now to Toronto, heading towards the Danforth Music Hall. They were in a sort of fey mood towards the end of our last chapter, and they saw fit to let their bus driver in on a little bit of a secret that they were kindred. And so, within the bus this time, our band can be a little bit more open with their goings-on, with what they've been doing, who they are, what they are. But is there anything that anyone would like to do before you hit the hall? Any calls to be made? Any people that they wish to talk to from the band's team? Or any sort of arrangements that they would like to make for the city ahead? Because if not, then the bus will arrive.
Reg is going to call up his herd. Gonna use the herd background and try and get a little bite to eat before we head in.
The bus driver asks you, as you start to arrange this, as you're speaking, is there something, somewhere you want me to stop in particular, or like where do you want to do this?
I look around. Could I do it here? Just bring them on board, climb in on the outskirts of Toronto, and then by the time we get in there, we're good to go.
I mean, I'm not going to be the guy that tells you not to shit where you eat, but it's up to you. Just let me know.
I don't shit.
Okay. And then the bus driver sort of idles into a truck stop that's like just on a Flying J. I'm not sure if those are out east. Aaron doesn't know if those are out east, but we're going to assume that it's the Flying J. Why is it the Flying J? Because that's one of the shadiest, grossest truck stops that you can imagine. And the goings-on there maybe just kind of quietly looked over. But yes, you stop at a truck stop, and a small sort of cadre of vehicles that are following along with the tour alight behind you and end up coming in and stopping as you settle down, and a few ladies come out of these vehicles and knock on the door of the
Douglas pipes
tour
up.
bus.
Reg, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm hungry.
I have a lady with a fucking steak in her chest in here.
Okay, fine. I go to the front of the door and I go, all right, who wants to do drugs in the bathroom with me?
A couple of them look behind them. Single flickering fluorescent light that lights up the fuel pumps kind of poignantly cracks with a little, like, pop and goes out. and they say, "No, here."
Yeah, why not? Could be fun, you know? It's like dirty and gross.
Like motel rooms are kind of dirty and gross. This is gnarly, Reg.
Come on.
And you see like the look go over their face of just the most. This isn't cool. This isn't good. This isn't rock and roll. This is like the dirty, like this is the crust punks just being gross to be gross kind of vibe, and not like filling up the Saddle Dome rock star vibes like penthouses and hotel rooms and stuff. They look back, they say, "Oh,
What?
Okay."
If you get them in here, we can keep them out of the back, but you need to keep them in the front.
Okay.
Because she's in the back.
Okay, I got this. All right, you're allowed to come in and we can do drugs off the steering wheel.
You hear the bus driver? Ah, my steering wheel.
Not that far forward. Not that far forward.
I mean,
The bus driver gets up. And he takes a couple of steps towards the door and he says, "Reg,
yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna get a slice of pie, and then I'm gonna go hit a shower. By the time I get back, I really hope my steering wheel isn't covered in cum and cocaine. Okay?"
I'd be more worried about the seat. Where are they going to sit while they're doing drugs off the steering wheel?
All right, that's enough out of you. I'm
Listen.
closing the curtain.
Grab a can of Lysol while you're in there, bud.
Now,
Douglas sends the e-transfer.
can I get from Reg a composure, please?
A composure.
Yes.
Is that just composure?
Just composure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, willpower? Oh no.
Okay, I'm gonna spend a willpower because I don't want to. No, these are both hunger dice. I can't.
Those are both hunger dice. You cannot.
I fail.
Okay.
I'd also like to point out that I am observing Reg to make sure that the girls don't come back.
For sure. Reg
Oh, you can totally watch, Daddy. That's hot.
Sanches has done a lot of gross things in his life. He's not a clean gentleman by any stretch of the imagination. He goes into shady bars to pick fights. He's woken up on more bathroom floors than he has in beds. His entire demeanor doesn't really scream classy gentleman by any stretch of the imagination.
I scratch my balls whenever, wherever.
Exactly. Like you do, like you'll scratch your balls and sniff it, like in public. Like you got real gnarly butt hair that you don't take care of at all. Like you got a weird unibrow a lot of the times that you don't pluck.
Whoa, that one's just not true.
Oh, is that where we're drawing the line?
I'm
Clearly.
gross.
So-
Not ugly. No,
so-
there's nothing wrong with having a unibrow. It makes you unique.
So, as you're sinking your fangs into some of these ladies that have deigned to sort of tag along with you and make it and go out of their way to be available when you need it, you don't feel good about yourself. This is about as low as Reg has been for a while. This isn't a fun time. This isn't a party. This isn't something where you're enjoying the time that you have. This isn't a fun on a whim adventure. No, this was necessary.
This is tweaking.
This is tweaking, and you're sort of like thinly veiling it as like, oh, I'm going to have a good time with the girls up front. Like, no, you had to shunt your band members into the back while you went and got off in the front and slaked the beast. You needed this. This wasn't a, oh, well, you know, everything's available. No, you've been rushed. You've been pressured. You've been fighting, and you've been, you know, you've had tense emotional turmoil for the past almost a week now as you traveled across Canada. It's been harrowing. And in this moment, you're just feeling low on yourself. You're supposed to go and meet your daughter after all of this. And it's a little hard to look your daughter in the eye after you've killed people and taken advantage of others. Can I get you to take 1 stain, please?
All right. All right.
The girls compose themselves. They do the walk of shame out of the bus and sort of get back into their vehicles and wait for the bus to drive off. The bus driver comes out, freshly showered, looking clean. He looks at Reg.
Sweaty,
Red some
gross.
baseball.
Yeah, sweaty, gross. He's got a hand of Purell, or sorry, he's got in his hand a bottle of Purell, and in the other he has a very fresh black ice car freshener. Am I good to get in there?
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
Okay, I'm. All right, and then he, like, I'm gonna have to take back that whole like, oh, this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, thing, but, and then the bus trundles forward, leaving the truck stop behind. Astrid, can I please get from you a Resolve plus Auspex? Keeping in mind that as Astrid looks out the window of the tour bus and all of the streetlights that are on the highway leading directly into Toronto sort of flash by, cascading shadows throughout the bus. And you're sitting directly beside someone who is freshly staked, a stranger that you didn't know was going to be connected to any of you in particular, that you hear this call, you hear about this call. Your life it isn't bad right now, but when you went on this tour, you really didn't think that things were going to get this complicated just by getting back with your friends. And with that in mind, what's the results of your Resolve plus Auspex?
I got 4 successes, and one of them was a 10 on my hunger die.
Did you get at least 2 10s?
Yes.
That's messy critical then, and that should be 6, I think.
Gotcha. It's a bit of a phenomena that some people experience. It's something that is like a general connective moment for a lot of individuals during their youth. Kids that grew up and were curried around by their parents or guardians. The little man or animal that runs beside the vehicle in tandem with you, jumping over fences, and this little imaginary creature that would sort of be brought up in the minds of children. And you see out of the corner of your eye a very vivid, snarled, twisted, wolfen creature bounding alongside the bus, keeping pace with a bus that's traveling nearly 100 kilometers an hour along the highway leading into Toronto. And
That's not good.
it's a little bit unsettling.
A little bit.
A lot
unsettling.
a lot a bit unsettling.
That's a lot of bit unsettling.
It's keeping pace. And then, in a moment, it makes one grand, terrific leap. Its hind legs behind it extending out in a very powerful motion that leads to it landing on top of the bus. Astrid, you hear a loud bang Nobody else
Does
hears
anybody else?
Nobody else hears anything, but you hear it.
I'm just gonna yell out, "We got company."
What you mean we got company?
Something's on the roof.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Our roof?
yeah.
You sure?
I'll use Sense the Unseen, Aaron.
Sure.
Take a look around.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Taddy says, "Are you sure?" I'm gonna falter and be like, 90%.
I'll get a wits plus awareness from Douglas.
If I'm actively searching for something with Sense the Unseen, it is Resolve and Auspex.
Sorry.
Or I can do Wits plus Awareness, whichever.
Resolve plus Auspex is fine.
Okay.
There. 6.
Um, 6 and up is a success, correct?
Yes.
That will be 5 successes with a critical.
Douglas, you wrench your head out of the bus window. That's the only way to really see onto the roof. You sort of lift yourself up and out to an extent and look outside.
Mm-hmm.
The whistling of wind. The hum of the bus's engine. The
Nothing.
sort of uneasy murmurs of the folks inside. You see nothing.
Pop back inside and go up the window again. There's nothing out there, Astrid.
I'm
Okay.
not crazy.
I
I'm not
believe
crazy.
you. I believe you.
There was something running alongside, keeping pace with the bus, and then it jumped on the roof. I heard it. Nobody else heard it, but I heard it.
So just as a quick point here, does Astrid know she gets visions?
That's a question for Astrid.
Yep.
She's starting to figure out that they're actually, like, that she's not crazy. At first, she
Okay.
thought she was crazy.
All right. Hey, Astrid.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're pretty gifted with the sight. Have you been seeing things before they happen?
Yes. Strathcona. I knew he was there before when we were in the parking lot. In the parking garage. I seen it. I seen DJ Metro's son, but I didn't realize that that's what was exactly going on. It was very confusing.
Mm-hmm. Aaron, I'd like to make an occult roll.
Sure.
See if I can help Astrid figure this out.
Totally.
What attribute would you like me to roll? Because
I'd say wits.
Wits? Okay.
Yeah. Because this isn't really anything that's derived from direct occult influence. Like, it might be... It's more... You have...
I'm working off secondhand knowledge, trying to puzzle it out.
secondhand
as
knowledge
opposed
and gut feeling based on your knowledge of, like, supernatural phenomena.
to- Yeah. Four successes.
4 successes. What are you trying to glean here?
I have a sneaking suspicion that Brendan has a sneaking suspicion because Douglas has Auspex as an in-clan discipline as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably heard of things like this before from the rest of the family, and he's trying to piece it together. Like, is Astrid having the same sort of foresight of these like events of the future happening that is similar with like the Haruspexy that would be done in the family, trying to like divine omens of the future type deal.
Prophecy, divination, and the vampiric condition all go hand in hand with one another. It's not a widely known phenomenon outside of like kindred society, but prophets of the end times and of like immediate future events, people that are connected to this sort of like a network of similarly enlightened individuals, they just exist. This is a known phenomenon. So it's not.
We lost to Brandon.
We did lose Brandon. We're gonna do one of these. So what Astrid's going through right now is unfortunately completely alien to you, though. Other than the fact that you do understand that there are powers of prophecy and that they're, to be honest, not the most reliable at best.
They're a crapshoot at best.
It's like rolling dice. Like sometimes they might be bang on. Sometimes they're veiled through allegory and strange vagaries. But now, when Astrid mentions that she knew Strathcona was coming, specifically before Strathcona was coming, that hints at something a little bit more profound when it comes to prophecy. Usually things aren't that clear. You'll see a big black monster rising above a mountainside to denote a powerful minion being, or a powerful foe coming at you, or like you'll see
shadowed monsters.
Yeah, shadowed monsters, stuff like that. To hear someone's name and to know a specific person is coming, that is very intensely powerful prophecy.
Douglas sits, and he tells Astrid to take a seat. Have a seat. I'm sure it's no shock to you that the family that I come from is very well versed in the occult and sort of. Yeah, I know it's a shock. I don't know if you knew this, but the sight is how I interact with things beyond. And I think our clans share that in common. And I've heard of this sort of divination, prophecy, whatever you want to call it. It's, I think, more uncommon amongst the family than it is amongst others who have the sight. But as far as I can tell, you knowing Strathcona was coming by name is some pretty potent shit. And I would encourage you to really dig into this and play around with it and see what happens.
Okay.
Because I think that it's definitely possible that instead of waiting for this to happen, you could get a little more proactive with it. And I think with all the trouble that we've been getting into lately, you knowing what's coming is going to help us make it through.
Yeah, that would probably be handy.
So tell me a little bit more about what you saw. What did you see?
It was like a white beast. Just running alongside on the road, on the side of the road, keeping pace, and then all of a sudden it just jumped and landed on top of the bus.
What kind of beast did you happen to see?
What did I see again? I forget.
You saw a quadrupedal, snarled monstrosity of a creature. It was bounding alongside, and with powerful muscles, its furred form leapt onto the top of the bus. But as far as what type of creature it is, whether it was like a wolf or
Bear
or anything like that, it did have a sort of wolfen appearance, but it wasn't anything specifically canine. It was like it had a bit of a snout, but like it could have been a bear, it could have been a wolf, it could have been something feline even.
Cool. So monster.
Some sort of large predator type features.
It was me. It was me.
That's a fun theory, Reg, but
you're right here. You're not
also
there.
Jack did tell us about werewolves.
Oh, I could take a werewolf any day.
That's a bold statement, Reg.
I stand by it.
Like in a
They
fight?
are-
Yeah, like in a fight.
Like in a fight? Oh, okay.
A second there, I thought Reg was a furry.
Hey!
For a second.
Nothing wrong with being a furry.
That's why I asked.
Yeah, we're not judging, dude.
No
At
judge.
all.
Not trying to harsh your gig. Jeez.
Oh.
I'm a scaly. It's fine.
Douglas Googles something really quick. It's never heard of it.
And Douglas, new fetish unlocked. So, all right. Anyway,
I went to business school. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Douglas finishes with, yeah, I would dig into this and maybe see if you can push it a little bit, see if anything else comes to you in your own time. You don't have to rush it.
Interesting.
Now, as the
check.
bus trundles along, eventually you reach your destination. The city of Toronto expands towards you, bright, brilliant lights, and then you're at the music hall, unmolested. Bus wasn't stopped this time. There's no cops, nothing like that.
Ooh. Do we know if Toronto is a Camarilla domain, Aaron?
You have no idea.
Okay. We know there's anarchs here, though.
You know that there's anarchs here because you've been given the heads up, but like whether it's cam controlled or Sabat or anarch, you are so out of touch with the local politics, you wouldn't really know. Like, especially since like you were formerly family, you weren't really associated with the sects, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you lead your way to the Danforth Music Hall. Your musical equipment is unloaded. And for the first time in a while, you're actually all sitting in the green room together. And you have a quiet moment where it's about like 30 minutes before you get on stage.
So actually an hour with a guy coming and saying 10 minutes till showtime 3 times?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So within the green room, you all find yourselves sitting poignantly a little depressed, and hear a knock at the door.
Oh,
Now.
Yeah. What up?
It's Lily.
do we know a Lily?
Lily is
Ooh.
Finn's roadie, the one who's
She's
been
with
tuning.
Finn. Hi, Lily.
Oh, that Lily. Right.
What's up, Keystone?
Hi. It's good to see all of you. So Reese is dead.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm sure Finn told you.
Yep. Finn and Astrid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I wanted to sort of bring this one up in front of everyone, but I have a proposal for everybody here. You want to hear it? And she looks to Finn. You see she's got a bit of worry in her eyes, like very obviously nervous. She's kind of like she's wringing her one hand. I wanna.
What's going on, Leos?
I wanna be one of you.
No, you don't.
No.
No. Well, it's not up to us, you guys.
Hey.
No.
Well, it is up to whoever wants to
Yeah.
make her.
Well, it's
Pull
just.
the trigger.
Well, it's just
But why? Yeah, why?
because I see what all of you can do and how you've been handling things, and I don't want to feel helpless like that ever again. I just.
Lily, you're not helpless. Don't be
This
fucking
this
stupid.
this doesn't stop you from feeling helpless, doll.
Oh no, not at all.
I'd
Not
wager
even
to say
a
it
little
makes it
bit.
worse.
Lily,
Yeah.
This
can
isn't
I
it.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Have you ever thought about ripping out your lover's throat, eating their heart?
Her eyes sort of like jet to Finn really quick. No, I haven't.
You ever thought about draining just some random individual on the sidewalk because you're a little bit thirsty,
Or just for fun.
or just for fun, ripping someone's arms off like a butterfly, just to watch them scream?
I almost killed Metro's
No.
kid.
No, of course not.
Does that idea appeal to you?
Doesn't, but
You don't want this.
You should learn magic.
I don't feel
Card
like
tricks?
No, like real magic.
that. Well,
I don't think she wants that either. And the room sort of darkens a little bit as Dougie says that.
I
it's not ideal.
well,
And
Get you a gun.
you're like superheroes. Like Taddy, you're so fast and strong, and like Douglas has these crazy, weird powers. Like I saw what Fergus, like I saw the aftermath, and like Astrid can like see the future now, and like Reg can
I
turn
think-
into like a wolf. Like
I think you're
DJ
underestimating.
She's got a point, guys.
DJ, I don't know what you do, but I'm sure it's really cool.
Lily, you
Nobody-
could also just end up
I don't
like
do
me.
much, but
No, I don't mean that as a dig. I mean like I just haven't seen what you do. I saw the lightning, but I assume that's
Well,
not.
I think you not seeing what he does is part of the point.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
It
could
just seems
also just end up like me.
you're
There's
not
no
that
special
bad.
powers.
Sad?
here.
that's not so bad, Finn. You're a rock star. You're a
Yeah,
you're
wait.
a
What do you
vampire.
do, Finn?
You're a vampire rock
I
star.
don't do anything.
Okay, but like,
Guitar
if-
playing doesn't suck that much. You're better than
good.
Gary.
Like you're,
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
So
better than
much better than
Gary.
Gary.
You are a
I
lot.
I don't have
You are
to
a
be
lot better than Gary.
vampire to be good at guitar. I was good before.
well, yeah,
That
what
is
kind of
not
vampire
gonna be
powers
better.
did you get, Finn?
Now you can be
Nothing.
better.
I didn't get anything.
You didn't get any vampire power. Okay, my ass.
Well, I mean, like, I can manipulate people. Sure. My fucking ex could manipulate people too.
It's true. If you want anyone to bite you, it shouldn't be Finn. I'll do it.
You're not biting her.
It's not
Ooh.
your call, dude. To be
Yeah,
fair.
I don't think it should be me either.
I mean, between the people that would be most idyllic, I think, for Lily.
Why are we making this out to be such a casual idea?
Least.
Well, she asked.
Because I know
Do you
what
think
you
she's
guys
not earned it?
are. It's
Do you not
not
do you
about
not like her enough
earning
to be
it?
able to spend eternity with her?
No, there are
Eternity
perks.
is a curse. What is wrong with you people?
What?
We are undead. We live forever. We require blood to sate our lust and our hunger.
And we do
also
nothing
in...
but leave death and pain in our wake.
Okay, here's the thing. We all said no, right? We all said no, bad idea.
And now we're
she said,
entertaining
and she
the
said,
idea.
and she said, yes, I want it anyway. And we said, no, it's a really bad idea, Lily. And she said, no, we really want it. So now we're like, okay, it sounds like you're really serious about this.
There's something else though you're missing out of this, Finn. Is there's always tomorrow to make it better.
It's true.
You fuck up today, you always have another day to fix
That's
it.
how we all live, isn't it? We just
No.
fuck up all we want because maybe tomorrow will be better.
Finn, you solved your problem.
a
In the worst possible way I could have.
No, there are worse ways.
Hey,
You are
well-
digging yourself into a hole. There are
After
worse
tonight's
ways.
show, sleep on the roof of the van as we drive to Montreal, and then you won't have to worry about it if you're going to be that much of a whiner about eternity. Oh, I'm so sorry. Billionaires spend money to extend their life by a decade, and you're complaining because you're going to have centuries under your belt? Give me a break.
Well, depends on how long you decide to live. You
I don't
basically live as
want
long
to
as you
live for
decide to.
hundreds of years, and why would you?
Why wouldn't you?
No, that's like the one perk.
That's the
Yeah, sounds
biggest
like a
one.
good time.
Why didn't
Watch everybody you
You
care
know,
about,
provided we all
everyone
live
you
long
know
enough to see
around
the
you,
future.
wrinkle, age, and die.
Yeah, but Finn,
Yeah, and
Slowly.
then
Lily
you get to
won't.
meet new people.
And everyone you cared about before is dead.
you really want? I mean, if it's that dire, at the end of the day, you could just live a normal human lifespan and then, pull the plug. You still want that in 50
Sit on a park
years?
bench.
Yeah. I feel like being able to choose is a lot better than, the inevitability.
You know what? The fact that she gets this choice, and I don't know about you guys, but I sure as fuck didn't get this choice.
I
I
did.
And I'm trying to
definitely
make the
didn't.
best out of it.
Well, I just see you
Ish.
all. It's
What do you see, Lily?
charisma, speed, power, eternal
You
life.
think the charisma comes from being a vamp?
Oh no, the
That's 'cause we're
charisma.
rock
Yours
stars.
does.
Oh no, that's just less.
I don't know
No,
that
the-
some of the confidence
High
has
five,
to has to come from being. I understand that you're predators, but there has to be better ways to feed. Like, what about blood bags? What about like?
What do you think
or-
I've been
And he
doing
holds up a
this whole
Capri
tour?
Sun.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
doesn't seem so bad.
Douglas opens a fridge.
It's
Can
gross.
live off
Yeah.
it, but it tastes like shit.
It's gross.
I'm vegan. It's already shit.
Oh, you don't want to be a vampire.
No, it's not. It was for health reasons. I've got a
Oh.
I've got a meat allergy.
Oh god, I
Oh.
wonder how that'll manifest.
Find out, but
Maybe.
No.
We haven't
We
we
won't.
haven't come to the decision yet.
okay. So okay. I'm gonna make one more play. I'm gonna go do one more pull. And just hear me out. And if you all decide, I'm not gonna. How do I force you to do it? Right? I promise to all of you, the only reason that I'm doing this is because I trust all of you. I don't want to go to some stranger and I'm going to get this at any cost. I don't have that kind of drive. I just want to be like you. So, the entire time that I've been with you guys, and I've been with Finn, I've always felt like I've been trapped. And seeing you all do this grand wild journey across Canada. You've made messes, went on this adventure, you've fought and loved, and there's been violence and uproar, and I'm not some fawn in the woods. I want to hurt people that hurt us. I want to make things better for us. Ben, I love you. And the rest of you are the closest thing to family that I think we've had. I don't want to make this into a mess. I want to learn. I want to know how to do it right. And I want to go on tour with you all and make things easier. I'm good with computers. I'm great with I have a whole bunch of people across Canada that Finn and I have made connections with, deep connections with folks that have pull in, the darker corners of this country. I have value.
I'm sold.
I'll do it. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
in.
I just
Whose
I,
powers do you want the most?
I have value is what I'm saying. And
I
I
have a
teacher.
suggestion.
What
You
we're
have
gonna
value as you are. You don't need this.
I have a
No.
suggestion.
Go ahead, Taddy.
yeah.
All right. So, how about this? We can give you a trial run. Finn, did you ghoul her?
Did he what?
Then he didn't. All right.
What?
Did
Ghoul her.
you ghoul
Did you
her?
give her a sip?
Everybody's just.
No. Why would I do that?
All right. Hey, Lily,
Yeah.
if you had your choice to have a trial run, which one of us?
Astrid.
Oh. Weird choice.
Astrid.
I wouldn't make it.
Astrid can
Good
become
choice.
Astrid can become invisible. I know that.
Wait, you can do
She's,
that?
and she can see things that aren't seen. It's what I can do, but as just a human, I'm good at seeing things that aren't supposed to be seen. I'm good at poking into the darker corners of things. If I could move around without being seen, I don't want to be like, don't get me wrong, I would love to be strong and fast, but that
Aaron,
I can do that with a gun.
Can I use Cloak of Shadows really quick?
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, she has no idea. You've never shown off your fucking power.
No, I haven't.
She has no
But
idea
now
what
I'm
you're
like,
capable of.
well,
but you
if
drink
this is
blood.
happening one way or another, it better
Also,
fucking well
just-
be me.
Also, Douglas looks shocked that Astrid has obfuscate. He's like, "What the fuck? You've had that this whole
Yeah,
time?"
I'm gonna use
Okay.
Cloak of Shadows.
And I'm like, you use that to hide?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, DJ Metro just army crawls.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Metro just soldier crawls up to the stage instead of hiding. So she sees you sort of like to obfuscate yourself, and then, or I guess, or Finn. Yeah, for this trial,
Straight up, Finn.
or whoever. Really, I want. I just think I can handle it.
All right. So here's the thing that I know about ghouling from my sire. We can keep you alive as long as we want to, so long as you keep sipping. You'll get a little bit of strength, a little bit of a test run, a little bit of a taste of eternity. But if at any time you choose not to, just don't sip. And it doesn't have to end with you being a vampire.
Okay.
And you can still eat food and enjoy it. And not have
And
to throw
go
it
out
up
in
later.
the daytime.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in.
All right. Finn, you heard the lady. You want her to not be a vampire? Let her have a little sip.
We have to
Sorry.
call it. Do we have to call it that?
I just
Don't
love
have
how
to.
you
Is that
say that, Patty.
is that the kindred term?
It's a little
Suck
sip.
me,
Yeah.
beautiful!
Is that?
No, that's a tatty term. Just get you a little sip.
That's so much nicer than what Douglas was used to when he was alive.
Well, I just feel like I can handle. Okay, Finn. What do I got to do?
I'm actually not sure. I've never done
Drink
this
his
before.
blood.
You need
Yeah,
to,
you
Finn,
need to-
Finn, you need to expose your vein,
Well,
pump a little bit through. But no, he doesn't bleed. He just needs to cut himself, push a
She
little
just
bit
needs
out.
to bite really hard.
Yeah, just
Oh, she
like
can do
make
that.
out, and then she can
Settle
bite
down.
you.
I'll bite myself.
Can
Jesus.
wait? Can we? Like, out of like a cup?
Oh, come on. That's not the fun way.
That's not
Listen-
cool.
Guys,
Like,
can we stop glorifying this for half a second and
Yeah,
treat
like-
it as an
Oh,
actual serious
You
thing?
want to
gotta
be a
be-
vampire?
I
Yeah, but,
can't
like-
stop glorifying this for half a second.
But I don't want to. Like, I don't feel. I don't.
I'm with DJ on this one.
Again.
but
I am
Jesus
vegan.
Christ. And he's gonna cut her off while she's talking,
Uh-huh.
bite his wrist, and just shove it in her face.
Hot.
She like takes your hand, your wrist, and she's like,
There you go. Go on.
And I'm
Go
gonna
on.
push my wrist into her mouth.
Get a drink.
Good, isn't it?
Drink it
There's a
down.
moment of hesitation before you feel like a vacuum hose on your skin. She just is looking for more. And
Don't want to give her too much there.
Yeah,
Finn.
buddy, not too much. Not too much.
she's not really stopping at first, and then
I'll pull away.
yeah, and then almost like coterminously, she sort of like her eyes open wide, and then she stops.
How's it feel?
That feels like when
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
awesome.
holy. Oh my
And now,
god. Oh my
Imagine
god.
the blood is on drugs. That's what I
The
do.
other way around is even better.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Well, for some of us, DJ.
It's so good. Finn, thank
Give
you.
it some time.
No, thank you. I mean it.
Don't thank me yet.
Well, we'll see, I guess. But like, I like the test run idea. So how do
Wait
I?
until you're hungry.
Well, she can still eat food.
Mhm.
Yeah, can
He's
I?
never done this before.
I know. I'm explaining. She can.
No,
still
I
eat
say that to
food.
Lily. He's never done this before.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I'll. Okay, yeah. Listen. This feels electric. I really like it. I'm gonna go. Finn,
Go run a lap.
I'm gonna go tune your guitars better than they've ever been tuned in your entire life. I'm
Immediately goes and tunes
just-
them with heightened
yeah,
senses.
and then she feels it. She's like looking around, and her eyes just are like kind of wide. She looks. I feel like I was ready for this. This is like exactly how I thought it would feel. I'm good. I feel good. Thank all of you. I'm gonna go make myself busy. We'll table this. I'll come back. And then she rushes out of the room.
Aaron, I sent Slink after her to keep an eye on her.
Absolutely. 100%. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys.
Finn's just
Finn,
gonna look at the
That
rest
wasn't
of
too
the.
bad, eh?
Finn's gonna look at the rest of the crowd and just be like, "I hope you guys are fucking happy."
Was she a
Hey.
He's gonna go to his bunk.
We talked her out of being a vampire at least for a while.
You guys see you walking, just looking ahead and through.
What at
Bobby.
Bobby? How you
Hey,
doing,
Bobby.
Hey.
And speaking of newbies,
Stone. Fuck. Damn it.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
What's
Yeah.
up, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm checking in.
I'm still really sorry
No,
about
I
the other
feel-
night.
I feel good.
I know.
I feel-
I know.
I'm
still-
kind of
Still feel bad about that uppercut. How's your tooth?
it's back.
That's good.
heals
That's
quick,
good.
doesn't it?
Yeah. If it wasn't great. Thanks for taking care of me, everybody. I'm go.
Okay. You gonna be okay, Bobby?
I'm gonna keep your number, and if I need anything, I'm gonna let you know. This one out. Patty, you know Bobby. Bobby's old school hobo. He fell into some drugs, but his real addiction of choice is riding cross country, hopping on trains,
Wanderlust.
wandering, moving on.
Yeah.
He was never really in one spot at a time. He fell in with folks in Calgary pretty hard. He likes the city, but in reality, he's a train hopper. He's got that old school vagabond spirit.
That would have
And
been so much better as a fucking Ravnos.
he looks at you and he just says, for everything, if I get into trouble or something, I'll let you know, but
I'll do what I can to help you. I promise.
and I'll pay it back. I gotta go and get some stuff figured out. I'm not sure what to make of all of this, but this isn't my life.
No. This life isn't yours. And I know that.
I'm not a roadie and I'm not a rocker. I don't.
Hey, Bobby. Bring it in. Give me a hug.
Yeah. Comes and he gives you a big hug.
She'll hug him right back.
Douglas hands him a business card with just a phone number on it as well.
Thanks, Douglas.
You got this, Bobby. And
Uh,
we're all here for you.
Yeah, here, have this. And Reg gives him his MasterCard.
Oh.
You can charge that up to 50,000 a month, and I should get by. So,
That's insane.
yeah.
I'm not gonna abuse it. I promise.
Douglas
At
goes
least
in
you
and
can pay
changes
for your-
the limit.
No, I'm not.
At least you can pay for your train tickets this time.
Yeah, maybe I won't have to hop on them, but I'm not. Listen, I mean it. I don't crave anything anymore. Just,
I know.
you know. And
Just people.
gotta go find out how I do that. And I think that's gotta be me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm always here. Text me if you need anything. Call me. Whatever. If I'm around, I will come help. If I'm not around,
Yeah.
I'll try to get to you.
Yeah. And then he pulls a piece of paper out of his back pocket. He hands it to, or he sticks it out towards Astrid. Now, this is kind of weird, but can I just get your autograph real quick?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm only mildly wounded, but it's fine.
And I'll
Well, no,
scribble it out,
Patty,
and
you're my friend.
I'm just looking at everybody like,
Just
Douglas puts a hand on Taddy's shoulder.
give it back
There's-
to him.
thanks. Then he-
Carry a piece of you forever. He doesn't
Yeah.
need your autograph.
Yeah.
I just appreciate it. Okay, yeah, I gotta go. And then he sort of turns around one last time before he leaves. He just gives a quick nod.
I give him like a little salute. Little
Easy.
finger salute.
And then he
Bye, Bobby.
gets out of here.
Stay out of the sun.
Like, wait, what? And then he walks away.
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
He's gonna be fine. Bobby is a survivor. He's gonna be fine.
And
Holy shit. What?
10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right. That's our first round. All right. What
Let's
else?
go. Let's go rock this shit. I'm sick and tired of chit chat, and I want to go beat my skins.
So
Yeah, I got-
in the time
And when you're
before
done
the
that,
show
we should go
starts,
on the stage.
Oh yeah.
That's Douglas's cue to go into another room and see if there's any wraiths kicking around here.
Actually, can I get a sense?
I was also
actually-
gonna.
I actually have the binding fetter, so if there's any items kicking around here that are attached in the theater, I'll look for those first, and then if I don't find anything there, then I'll roll Sense the Unseen.
Okay.
Binding
So I'm
fetter
sorry.
roll.
Yeah, I was gonna ask: is binding fetter a roll?
It is. It's Wits plus Oblivion. 1 second. It's 3. And Oblivion's stupid now. Alright, that's a bit full of dice. Right. Six successes on the binding fetter.
Yeah, you notice that there's like a distinct piece of sound equipment that looks ancient as all hell, sitting in the back room. That seems
Kind
to
of like
be...
in a boxed up, kind of forgotten type deal.
Definitely, yeah. It's got an old style like tin centered microphone set in it. This is old, and it seems to be some sort of fetter.
All right. I'll pick that up and call up who it's attached to.
The room around you grows cold for a very brief moment, and
I think I do have to make an Oblivion roll.
I
to
would
summon.
I would believe so.
Yeah. Oh, I missed it. Summon Spirit. There we go. Okay, so I'll do the roll while you describe.
A Caucasian man, elderly, looks probably 80, 85 years old, wearing a dusty gray suit with a set of tails coming off the back of it, like shirt tails, manifests in front of you, seemingly walking out of the nothing.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Hello, my friend.
Hi. And then can I get a an intelligence plus? There's no history in VTM, but what would be the equivalent? Would you say academics? Is academics still a thing?
It depends on which
academics?
history. It could be like politics if he's a politician.
It's not politics.
Academics is a thing.
Academics is a thing. Investigation's also a thing.
No, don't like that. We'll see. We'll
Awareness?
See. Science, technology, awareness, academics. We're gonna go academics.
All right. What's the rules for rolling if you don't have dots in a skill?
I think it's -1 to the dice pool.
Okay. I will rouse the blood to boost my intelligence by 2 or 1.
That's
for
a
this roll.
fucking unhinged thing to do, and I'm here for it. Like,
Yeah. I'm here to know things.
I guess, yeah.
That's a 6 on my rouse check. I'm still
Awesome.
not hungry.
Awesome, man. So you gain what? Two to the roll.
Well, I get 1 because I have
Yeah.
-1, but +2.
Right. So, go ahead and make the roll.
I think my intelligence is only a 3. Yeah, it is. So 4 dice. I can't be a necromancer who doesn't know the name. I spend a willpower.
Oh my
Like,
god, man!
It's an
Just burn
important
it
rule.
all. It's so
Guess so.
important.
All right, that's 2 successes.
Okay, you're looking at a very famous individual that
Okay.
that has been known to haunt this music hall in specific. This
Okay.
is Ed McMahon, former co-host of the Tonight Show back in like the decades and
God.
decades ago.
Yeah,
He looks at you and
Okay.
he's like, "What's up, buddy?"
Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Ed. It's good to see you. What's I hold up the microphone and I say, "Oh, I stumbled across this and
What do you want?
what's keeping you here?"
the
that's what-
Danforth Music Hall. I make sure that this place runs on time.
I think you and I are going to get along great. My
I
name
was
is-
in show business. I was a game show host. I was
Mhm.
I was a comedian, an actor, a singer, and in a previous life I was a combat aviator. I made things work and I put on a show. That's me. So what? What do you need? Why am I?
I'm
and
a
then he,
band
like-
manager.
Like, for what band? Beatles?
Blood
Is it-
Rush.
Blood Rush. Oh.
Ed, I'm going to level with you for a second. You're dead. And from the looks of it, you lived a good long life.
Okay.
My name's Douglas, and I have a particular talent for working with spirits of the dead.
I'm going to level with you. Douglas,
Uh-huh.
Douglas, was it?
Yeah.
I don't care about you or your band. I care about the hall. Please,
Right.
speak plainly. Tell me what you need, what you want, and get
Make
on
sure
with it.
nothing. I'll tell you what. You do me one favor tonight, and I'll put this right back where I left it. That's a promise.
The
make
microphone and the...
Do you feel this? And I kind of like poke at it a little bit. Not enough to do any like hurt or harm or anything, but like,
Like, I know that that's important.
mhm. This is what's tying you here.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave this here tonight because you've made it clear that this place is important to you. But for tonight, would you mind giving me a hand making sure no one messes
Are
with
you
the band's show?
threatening me?
I mean, some people might hear it that way, yes. I could take this with me and drag you away from here. I don't want to do that, because it sounds like it's more trouble than it's worth.
I see.
Yeah. Would you mind giving me a hand? I run a band. I'm a band manager, and the band is pretty fucking rowdy.
Or a jerk off. Your band has a stupid name. And
All right, compel
apparently
spirit.
I'm
Fuck
dead.
this guy. I use compel spirit, and I'm making him do it for tonight.
All right, what's the roll?
For me, that will be a.
Really giving off some Vince McMahon vibes.
Yeah. It is.
Oof.
Oh, it's just resolve plus composure for me.
Okay, and what's his roll?
I don't think he gets one, but it's like for every certain number of successes, I can request one thing of him. That's
Okay.
how it works.
Okay.
So
Before like 11 successes.
Right.
That's only 6, but it takes 2 successes to get him to do something major. So I'm just going to use one of those right away and have him make sure no one fucks with the show tonight. If anyone comes in trying to start anything, just let me know. I want to make sure it's a really big deal to me that the show goes on. And I think on that, we're aligned.
Kid?
Yep.
Lost to Jake.
Lost to Jake.
Oh, no. Jake. Oh, hold
I
on.
lost
So, the ghost of Ed McMahon
Mm-hmm.
looks at you. Says, truly, kid, give you one piece of free advice.
Sure.
Band manager doesn't mess with talent. Right? Bad for business.
Mm-hmm.
Talent. It was for 50 years. Making a mistake. Could have just asked nice. You're making me do it. When I'm done, make sure you and yours never perform here again. Get it?
If you say so, Ed.
Fuck out of your sight.
I walk out.
Everybody starts electric. We're about to perform. It's time. Hear it. There's an announcer. Hear it. Go throughout Danforth Music Hall. Now, before we get into you walking out on stage, we're going to set that stage. Danforth Music Hall isn't a large hall in all of Toronto. It's pretty low key. Got a nice stage, very personal. Big theatrical backdrop behind all of you. You're raised only maybe 2 feet above the crowd. Crowd right here. That in mind, here, coming from the stage, stand just behind that veil. And announcing for the first time in over Blood Rush! And you hear the roar of applause fire up from the crowd. This is one of the biggest cities in Canada. This is the biggest city in Canada.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry.
Pretty sure it's Ottawa.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Pause. 1 sec. I'm sorry.
What?
What are you
Ottawa
talking
bigger than
about?
Toronto?
No.
Ottawa's not even. I don't even think Ottawa's as big as Calgary.
Ottawa's the capital, but it's not the big. Boo! Boo!
Toronto,
Boo,
but
Finn!
it's 2
Boo,
million
Finn! Boo!
Yeah, Finn.
Boo, Finn! Yeah. Anyway.
It is Toronto.
Anyway.
Aaron,
I-
anyways, I want to use, if you'll allow me, Unseen Passage to appear on stage, essentially.
You can't move while using Unseen Passage.
That's true.
If
Well,
it's
then I'll
if it's
fucking-
obfuscate 2, then you can move. If it's obfuscate 1, then you can't.
It's obvious. I have obfuscate 2.
Okay, perfect. Then
Unseen
yes.
Passage is level 2, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Cloak of Shadows is the level 1 one.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So you definitely can do that. There's something that's very Something very known to you as you do. It's up to you whether or not you want to play and take that risk. Obfuscate is just picked up by digital. Does anyone recording? This is not perfect invisibility. It is of the mind in order to have you be unseen to their vision. But electronics pick you up.
I assume as vampires, we have no recording devices signs all over every stadium we're in.
That was never mentioned.
Then Douglas sucks.
That was never mentioned.
And I guess we'll find out what happens then.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Here's the thing, Jake. I got to role play as though I don't know who the Second Inquisition are.
We're also allowed to forget things. Ben, can I please get from you a dexterity plus stealth?
He's using obfuscated wits.
I'm not worried so much about that.
Gotcha.
Do I have to add my hunger dice to this one?
Every single
Every
roll
roll.
you ever make.
Aaron, I'm using Shadow Perspective. I don't have to roll for it, but I made my rouse check and made it again. I'm still at 0 hunger.
Gotcha.
Nine, 9, 7, 8, 1, and 6.
Okay.
So that's 5.
Then you your way on stage, and you suddenly appear to the crowd in a roar of applause. How does everybody else come out?
Reg is gonna come out with just a handful of merch, like hoodies and hats and little toy vampire teeth.
Gotcha.
And he's just gonna start ripping them out. Just you know, he's in a giving mood.
You've got
He's
people
not-
clamoring over each other.
Yeah.
They're reaching for the merch. They're tearing it out of each other's hands. There's definitely a couple of people that have like 2/3 of a shirt. A lot of people are throwing it on. People are putting the vampire teeth in. Like it's pandemonium as you're heaving Reg Sanj's touched merch out into the crowd. DJ Metro, how do you get out?
I will do the sneaky to my podium again, and as when I stand up to be visible, then I will enact awe.
Ooh. Please give me a dexterity plus stealth.
I do have those words on my character sheet.
They are on there.
I got 1 success.
1 success. Let's see.
Odd adds my presence to my charisma and performance rolls.
Gotcha. So, you do seem to successfully. Maybe a couple of people see you, sort of situation, but it's a darkened stage. You're crawling from behind backstage. Like it's mostly you have mostly cover. As long as you didn't botch it, you feel good about people not seeing you rise up again to another roar of applause. Tatiana, how do you come on stage?
I'm going to come out on stage, mic in hand, saying, "Hey, Toronto, how we doing tonight?"
You hear everyone erupt, just like blood rush. You hear
All ready
everyone
for
roar.
a fucking show.
Again, every word people are hanging on. The sound resonates through the entire hall. Can I please get a wits plus awareness from you as you walk up on
Oh.
stage?
Those are numbers on my sheet.
You too?
Yeah, me too. That is 1 success.
1 success.
Yes.
You catch, just from very edge of your vision, up on the balcony, Someone being dragged into the back room.
Don't catch who?
You catch someone being dragged into.
I know, but I don't catch who.
You do not catch who.
Okay.
No.
Do I have a link to Dougie at all? Like earpiece or anything?
Uh,
Probably not.
I don't think we've ever said that you guys have. No.
Okay, cool.
You probably have an ear link to like a sound tech.
Yeah, cool. Get the link to the sound tech. Say, hey, get Dougie to check in. Someone got dragged off.
Roger that.
Get security. Thanks. And then I'll go back to rabble rousing.
Fantastic. Astrid, can I please get a resolve plus auspex?
Yes. Whoa, don't knock over the dice tower. Three successes.
3 successes. As you walk out onto the stage, you get a very succinct and vivid point of insight. You see a hall not completely unfamiliar to you. A light in flames. And you see yourself, Tatiana, Metro, Douglas, Finn, Reg, standing, basking in the chaos. There are those in the flame. And those ones are shifting. See Lily, Bobby, Gary. You see Elliot. You see Rathkona. See a wolfen creature. Goes back to Lily. You see Dougie. Burgess. And then the vision ends. And then you walk out on stage.
Yeah. I got a show to do.
All right. Now, can I please get probably the most important roles this evening? Can I get performances from each of you? Keeping in mind, once again, I know it's been a minute, but keeping in mind that you can choose, so to speak, or at least describe how you're performing if you'd like to use something other than charisma plus performance. Keeping that in mind, let's hear those bones roll.
Specialty, or having a specialty. What does that do in Vampire again?
Extra dice.
Specialty is +1 dice.
Great.
I'm going to spend a willpower to re-roll that.
Just let me know when someone finds me with what Tatty said, Aaron.
Yeah.
Critical success.
That's better.
Critical success on 7 dice.
Sorry. Oh, how many successes, Brandon?
5.
Everybody keep their successes in mind. I'm going to move clockwise, starting with Finn, moving throughout the group.
5 successes.
And then 7 technical because of the crit.
Yes.
Reroll
All right.
one of these. Good stuff.
Finn, start to shred. 7 successes, once again, and tremendous roll. Something that's almost above human capacity. It's vibrant, and powerful. You feel lost in the music, back again. Somewhere comfortable and familiar. Something that's always brought you solace. The music. You're this good for a reason. Call it escapism, call it obsession, call it what you will. You're incredible at what you do. Do is play insanely technical rock music. You're lost in it for a while. And for a moment, you forget a lot of your problems. The cheers of the entire crowd. You hear people calling your name. People reaching out to you. Walk up to the front of the stage. And you're reminded you don't do nothing. What you do. And to be frank, since the start, being a vampire has been secondary to all of this for you. This is your obsession. Not vampiric life. You're not caught up in some politics scheme. At least not yet. You might be immersed in some dangerous stuff, but it's music. Why you're here. Everything else can take a back seat. There's nothing that feels like this. Not blood. Not violence. Not revenge. Not a job well done. Not a pat on the back from all of your friends. No. Music, man. You feel it. And everyone else feels it with you. On the back of that, can I get you to make a wits plus awareness, please?
Sure. I have 7 dice for this roll.
Fucking A. Wow, someone has wits and awareness? Fuck, I've asked for like 36 of these rolls over this fucking game, and like, Finn's the one.
None of them have gone to me.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever asked for one from you.
One has gone to him and it's in the first episode.
Right?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 successes, but I have a single one. It's not my hunger dice, though.
Okay, you're good.
That's okay.
Yeah. So, see in the back. Feel sharp right now. See in the back. The man that you have seen harrying bandmates this whole time. Elliot. And he's standing middle of the crowd. There's a woman standing beside him, with her hand on the back of his neck. Standing rigid still. The woman beside him is not someone that you recognize. But other than that, all the chaos around them, they seem calm. That's what you see. Reg, what'd you roll?
So the got a crit, and I did use willpower, so that's 10 successes.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I put my experience into performance last session, so 5 dots.
I think I've done a lot of describing throughout this whole campaign when it comes to the performances that y'all have made, right? I've sort of like told you how exactly you're playing, like the effect that the crowd has on the. I'm gonna take a back seat here really quick. I'm gonna put myself in the passenger seat. Reg, please explain to me what you're doing, how you're doing it, and what effect it has on the crowd. You can take control of the narrative right now. With a 10 on a regular mundane skill, that is almost preternatural. That is almost beyond the ken of what is possible for even the greatest of mortal men. This is Yngwie Malmsteen. This is you're getting into territory. Keep in mind, you're getting into territory of sounds that shouldn't be possible and are so pleasing to the ear that it rides on the line of ecstasy.
All right. So I feel everybody feeling themselves. I know Toronto's gonna be a good show. I come in with the double bass, and then I steal a couple drum solos for myself, and then at one point I just kind of let the music slow down for a second, get the band's attention, and I give them the look like I'm gonna hit a drum solo, like let me at it. And as things kind of calm down, Reg is actually going to go backstage and pull out his over-the-shoulder drum. Like he's got one that like sits in front of him like military style, and he takes his drumsticks and as things get real slow, he comes up right beside Toddy, gives her a wink, and then just starts like a and to the point where it's like it's at a rhythm and a pace that doesn't seem possible, and I think even my kin here are like looking at me like I've never seen anything move like that, and like the rhythm sweeps up everyone to the point where they're actually just stuck like mouths agape, trying to figure out how this is possible while still loving every second of it.
Did you just drumline me?
I sure did.
There is a moment where everyone is silent. The crowd dies off. Your drum solo echoes Danforth Hall. A performance that's pure, solid, electric, and keeps the rapt attention of everyone. 24. The attention span of the common person lacks. People will still, in the middle of a fantastic performance, check their phone. They'll be absent. For a crystalline minutes, Reg Sanchez has the undivided every single person. And like a compulsion, there is a person that comes up onto the stage, driven by the raw music that's being performed. Security goes to stop them.
I put out a hand, like in midst of the drum solo. I go, meh.
I mean, I'll kind of just you can give me a look like da 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 da, kind of just wave them off.
See his face. Metro's son. He's come up from the crowd, literally lulled and brought in by the music that you're all performing. He's come up on stage, and he puts a hand on your shoulder, Reg. See that little device on his hand? But there's no sound power going as far as you can. And then he looks to you, looks you in the eye. You're still playing. Then he looks over to Father, looks back to you for a sense of approval.
Slow nod. And at this point, I even let the drums slow down from from this like super rapid fire pace to just like.
You see him walk past you. Simon makes his way over to DJ Metro.
I am going to trail him.
Mm-hmm. And looks at DJ. And DJ, you get a whisper in your ear as you're sort of playing on the keyboard. This. And these are words that I think you've been waiting to hear for a long time. It says to you, Dad, I get it.
Cymbal smash!
And then you just hear, can I wait for you backstage? I have some explaining to do.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he makes his way backstage. Douglas, your shadow perspective follows him. He goes to the green room.
I was about to say, sorry, I was muted. I'll step in and escort him to the to wherever he wants to go.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
At least until Taddy's people get a hold of me.
Taddy's person, the sound check person, says, we don't know. We tried to trail somebody. We checked cameras. Someone just disappeared.
Where'd they go?
We don't know.
We'll deal with that after everyone's performance checks, but that's where I run into the sound people, I imagine.
Absolutely.
Okay.
DJ Metro. On the back of that, what were your rolls?
So on the opposite end of the spectrum from Reg, out of 10 dice with willpower to re-roll, I have two successes.
That's insane.
Yes.
I think we can play that off as...
I did have something I was wanting to do, and it
Please.
might have just kind of messed up the performance.
Okay.
During Finn's solos, or like going into his solos, I got a couple of sound bites that I was going to do from old coffee commercials when they go "good to the last drop" or Stifler going "suck me beautiful." Those kind of sound bites I was going to be adding into the mix for Finn as he was, and so I think it just didn't quite catch as well as I intended it to. Finn popped his cherry. I wanted to celebrate. So
Finn absolutely. You're in Finn. Literally, you were in rapture. You were in the middle of like Reg's performance. Your guitar playing was taking you almost to like an enlightened state where you're like having this apotheosis of like what's important in your life and like who you are. And then right in the middle of all of that, like as you're just like looking out to your fans and you see Elliot and like you're having these like all of these feelings, you just hear this like "suck me beautiful," and it takes you back into reality where you're just like, I'm with a bunch of chuckle fucks. Oh my god. As enlightened as you feel in this moment, you're like, I don't know that any of my bandmates can feel this way. Like,
tasty.
Yeah. Folgers in my cup. Like that's like just it's not a great come down from this fucking epic realization of yours.
There had to be one eventually.
There had to be.
It's the first one in 5 episodes, so like if it was gonna happen,
still 2 successes. Like, that's not terrible.
The
And
DJ,
considering that's like the only good dice pool I have.
it's so brutal. It's so brutal. The DJ messing it all up with his like stuck in the 90s like fucking DJ mentality. You're like, what the fuck? This worked awesome on the Carnival Cruise. Like it was. Yeah, anyway, so DJ Metro couldn't read the room.
Yeah.
Tatiana, what was your role, please?
8.
8. Are you playing guitar as well?
I would say that Teddy probably got her guitar out.
Hmm.
After the last concert, she remembered how much she loves playing her guitar.
Gotcha.
So she would have gotten one of hers out of storage and was tuned it herself, got it all set, prepped, ready, and she's been playing the guitar, and she's had a bit of a interesting couple of days, to say the least. So she's kind of feeling, she's all up in her emotions at the moment.
Absolutely.
She's feeling, she's proud of Bobby. She's fucking worried about Bobby.
Mhm.
She fucking murdered Strathcona. She's gonna pay for that later. There's a lot of nerves, a lot of anxiety, and right now she just wants to let all of that go and get into kind of a state of just angry revelry.
You start attacking the music in a very noticeable and aggressive way. And it's obvious that you're pushing all of your aggression it's still alive. Feel as if there is an incredible response to this. Carried on the back of Reg's performance, you realize that the crowd is going to be receptive to whatever you have going on. A mosh pit starts in the middle of the crowd. This is the first real mosh pit that you've had in the entire tour. They're attacking one another, friendly, but they're just... One second. So the mosh pit is creating quite a commotion out in the crowd. Everyone is bouncing into aggression, mounting. It seems like Tatiana's performance is pushing direction of needing physical interaction, body against body, flesh on flesh, elbows flying, people ramming into one another. A wall is made at one point where they both crash into each other in a tremendous exchange of human energy. And middle of the circle, how do you see someone? Middle of the mosh pit, the circle is... See the last fucking...
No.
The center of attention.
No, no, no.
The man who has been trailing you all since first. Gary Fox.
Didn't I sick a wraith on him last
How are
time?
you alive?
Wearing no top at all. Black leather pants. No belt. Low-waisted. Pair of loafers. No socks. Slick back hair. And seemingly oiled up. See Gary. He has some marks on him, though. Something has marred his very manicured appearance. Across one shoulder, there seems to be a collection of ragged wounds. And across one eye, another. Left eye seems to be closed and marked by some sort. And he, in the middle of this mosh pit, untouched by anyone, dance. Not to the music, but at you. Teasing, talking, begging you to do something in the middle of your performance. He took the opportunity. Oh.
Patty, can you give me a roll to resist going and fucking him up right now?
Is that a frenzy test?
That, I would say, what is the dice roll, frenzy?
It's
It's
willpower.
willpower.
Straight willpower?
Straight
Yeah.
willpower.
Fantastic. You roll me willpower, please.
Let's see. Alright, so that's 4 dice at least. That's the number on my sheet. One success.
Grit your teeth. Your music becomes stilted for a moment. Before you continue playing, you are a professional.
Mm-hmm.
Just something. This fucker is driving you up the fucking. I'm not going to say that you lose control. But I am going to say that you need to hit him
Alright,
now.
so with that in mind, Taddy is going to keep singing, but she's going to start walking towards the edge of the stage, eyes locked on Gary Fox. She's going to walk forward and she is going to almost just with her presence and will have the crowd part for her.
Can I please get a charisma plus intimidation? This isn't a walk of like, please everyone, get out of my way. This is I'm moving past you or I'm moving through you.
Okay, well, I'm going to rouse the blood on this one.
Okay.
I succeed.
Yep.
Okay,
No hunger.
no additional hunger.
Yeah, true.
That is 1 success.
One success.
1 success. Actually, you know what? I will take a willpower.
Okay.
Superficial willpower damage.
That is 2 successes.
Impressive. You make your way through the crowd, but it's not as easy as.
It's okay. It doesn't have to be easy. It just has to get me there.
You're bumping into people. A couple of people have like shocked expressions, and, like bust into them, and like knock them aside. But you make your way to Josh. Before you strike him, and in the interim of when this is happening, before that starts, Astrid, what was your performance?
What was my performance? Oh, I got 4 successes. Yeah, 4 successes.
4 successes. Astrid's mind is kind of in a few directions at the moment. Thinking about Elliot. About your visions. The death of Kyle Strathcona. The death of Toddy's ex and the mess that came from that. Reese perishing in front of you, the hands of Finn. The ghouling of Finn's friend. Everything that's been happening. And you feel very connected to all of it. Like an anchor. The ship is above you. All of these things have been sort of happening around you. Been right in the center. Trying to feel in control. Your journey has been at the behest of the band. And it feels like in this moment that it might be okay to take a bit of that control back. You see Tatiana making her way towards Gary Fox. No check involved in it. And then you see Elliot in the crowd. With someone's hand on his neck and him unmoving. You see Simon make his way on stage and then into the back. You see a man dragged into the back from the balcony. All of these things are very laid plain to you. It seems like everybody's busy on stage, having things happen. I think it's time. Astrid, would you like to crowd surf?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, she just bolts.
You've been sort of like present for everything. Just right now you feel like doing something for you. Close your eyes. Sprint to the front of the stage. Yeah. Before you're caught by the crowd. Feel the warm hands of the audience take hold of you and direct you roughly to the middle. They lift you up. Get a sort of sense of anxiety for a moment. They're becoming a little more frequent. Can I get another resolve plus auspex, please?
Yes. Stepping. 3 successes.
Successes? This vision comes on a little differently than the others. You see 3 doors in front of you. In your mind. One of them has the outline of Finn. Another has the outline of Reg. And another has the outline of Douglas. You have a very hearty suspicion that you're meant to choose.
Reg.
Reg. You walk through the door that's a Reg's outline on it. And you're waltzed into a pastoral garden. You see an archway that has the name of some graveyard on it. Walk through the archway, and you see Reg standing above a gravestone. And another gravestone. And then another gravestone. You approach him. Reg turns around to look at you. says to you, hey, can you read them? I'm not ready.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at the gravestones, and one of them says Douglas Duncern. Look at another one. And it says Jeslyn. Sanges. And then the third one says Reg Sanges.
So I read out the names to him, but as I get to his name, I just kind of stop and look at him and just like trail off, like Reg Sanchez.
As you read off the name Reg Sanges to him, Reg looks at you and says, "Oh, that's right. Thanks, Astrid." And then he falls to dust. Coming out from the arch behind you is the last person that you want to see invading one of you. That's Josh fucking Lancaster. Gary Fox. He looks at you. Did it to yourselves? Didn't have to be like this. Used to be what I just wanted in the band. Just a few short days ago. But now I'm in your head. And it's too late for me to go back. Every time that you think about the sins that you've committed along this tour, in your future, just know, none of it had to be like this.
Get out of my head, you greasy fuck.
I'll get out of your head when Bloodrush gets out of mine.
Why are you so obsessed with us?
So you took everything from me.
You took everything from yourself.
You're all just a pack of bullies. Pushed me out of the band. I didn't deserve it then, but believe me when I say this. Everything that comes to me from now on, I deserve it. And after seeing what all of you have done, now you do too. So, Astrid Black, I'll see you in hell. And then he fades away.
Silly fucker, I'll be driving the bus.
And then you're snapped back into your reality, being held up by all of these people, but you feel very disconnected as you're brought back to the stage. Now, we're going to return to Tatiana really quick. Tatiana,
Hi.
you're walking towards Gary Fox himself.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do it?
All right. As the crowd is being more difficult, the cutting, imposing figure I had hoped to give walking up to him was a little bit diminished, but Gary knows who I am. Gary knows what I can do. And I walk through that mosh pit, unbothered, unafraid. And I walk straight up to Gary, still singing. And I wait for the song to end before I lower the mic, look Gary in the face, and say, "You look like shit." And I boop him on the nose. Not punch, just boop.
Can I get a charisma plus persuasion?
Sure.
That seems an accurate roll for a boop.
It's a whole lot of shh. No, it's okay.
Remind me, if I rouse the blood, does that just for that one roll, or is that in
Just for
general?
one roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yep.
Stops dancing. Looks at you. There's a bit of a moment of connection between the two for just a second. And he looks distressed. As you come up and he didn't get what he wants, it seems. He was expecting a punch. He was expecting a kick. He was expecting a bite, a spit. And you not having that reaction seems to have thrown him for a little bit of a loop. He looks at you. He looks a little perturbed.
Josh, do you remember why we kicked you out of the band?
I'm sure you're gonna remind me.
She was 17. Almost legal. Not legal. Wanted a piece of me, and I was gonna give it to you. I was. And then you went and fucked up. You went and did that, knowing what I've been through, knowing my history, knowing what she is about. And she kind of motions to the Medusa on her arm, knowing full well how I would have fucking reacted. That's why, Josh. I don't want you back in for that reason. Because every time I look at your fucking face, it just reminds me. So, you probably want me to hit you. But you know what? She looks him up and down just a moment. I think you've been hit enough. When you lick your wounds, leave us alone.
At this point, I think Dougie's noticed that Toddy's walked out into the crowd and probably seen Josh. Is that a fair assumption, Aaron?
Yeah.
Douglas is going to use Tenebrous Form, I believe it's called. I had it up. I was looking at something else. Yes. Tenebrous Avatar, and literally his entire form melts into shadows. I'm going to go backstage somewhere no one can see me and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to snake my way through the feet of the crowd once
Okay.
I'm completely transformed into a shadow. Still listening with shadow perspective. And Tattie's just going to feel a little hand or something touching at her ankle where nobody in the crowd can see it. And I'm going to use Obeah and restore Tattie's willpower damage that she's taken through the entire night, as Douglas sort of reaches out and supports in this disgusting, fucked up, but also reinforcing psychically way in this moment of vulnerability.
Gotcha. How much do you heal?
I'll roll my dice.
Yeah. Throw the number. Throw the number in a minute.
Yep.
Gary.
And
Josh.
I do take a stain, and I grow hungrier from using
Right.
Tenebrous Avatar.
Gotcha. Gary, Josh looks at you, Tatty, and immediately obvious that he's a little. It's a sad state. He looks vulnerable. He looks sad. He looks hurt. All that false bravado is just faded off of him. Not like this. You know Josh. You knew Josh. He was just a kid. Like the rest of you. Trying to live a dream. Made a bunch of terrible, terrible decisions. Turned out to be a fucking scumbag. But right now he looks like that kid again. He looks at you. I'm not gonna say sorry, because that doesn't matter anymore. We're past that.
Long past.
I didn't want back in for the glory or the fame. I think you know that. I thought maybe after it all that I could redeem myself. There's something dark in me though. And I don't know whether to fight it or run from it or embrace it. But now it doesn't really matter anymore. You're gonna see me in Halifax. And it's gonna be ugly. I've set a lot of things in motion that I can't take back.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want anyone to die. I did this ritual. I found seems very out of place. You're in the middle of a mosh pit.
Yeah.
But he looks at
Josh?
you.
One way or another, this ends in Halifax. And she puts out her hand for a handshake.
He takes your hand. He looks at you. And you see a deep and unsettling sincerity in his eyes and in his intonation. As he says, Patty, I hope you're the one that kills me.
I hope so too.
When it happens, can you promise me one thing?
What's that?
Just do it quick.
Make it as quick as I can. For
gain
old
two-
time's sake.
You gain 2 willpower back.
And then he lets go your hand.
And I turn, and I grab the mic back up, and I start singing the next song.
Absolutely.
Walk back to the stage.
I leave Josh and Tatty there, and I head for the 2nd floor, where it was pointed out that somebody was pulled off.
Right. It doesn't seem like anything's out of place. Can I please get a wits plus perception? Sorry, awareness.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can just like crawl in through like the cracks under doors.
You're
and
literally
all
a
that
smoke
kind of
demon right now, for sure. Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's fucking wild, man. I
I
rolled
hit
my
stuff real hard.
I rolled my rouse check for Obeah as well. I'm good there. You said wits and awareness, correct?
I did.
Brendan, what are you doing? Pick the ones that are easy to read. Yeah. I think that's... Oh, no, I need at least one hunger die now. Three successes.
You see with your unseen, or sorry, with your sense the unseen.
Shadow perspective. I can do
Sorry,
sense
shadow
the
perspective.
unseen.
No, with your shadow perspective.
Yeah.
It's obvious that this was clearly some sort of struggle outside the doors that led to nothing. A man's feet were dragged out of the door. There are runnels in the carpet.
Okay.
There are claw marks on the walls and a small smattering of blood from chipped fingernail and torn finger. It immediately stops. And then you see just above it, the ceiling, a body plastered to the roof.
Ah.
You're looking. It seems like the wires that hold up a lot of the lighting equipment, like those big metal screws that go in and for the lighting equipment, have been rammed through this man's flesh after he's been exsanguinated.
Ah. Is it just like a random fan, or is it someone we know?
You don't recognize them, but they're in plain clothes.
Well, that won't do. Oh, fuck. Ooh, actually, I have a new thing as well. I'm going to use Oblivion. What level is that? Oblivion Aura of Decay. And I'm going to decay the body to the point where the exsanguination doesn't look suspicious.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And is there a roll? It's only an opposed roll if I'm using it against a sort of creature that's still alive. But I do have to make a rouse check to use it.
Instead of mucking about with all of that, can I please just get from you an intelligence plus we'll say an intelligence plus
Some sort of knowledge, I imagine.
no, let's go intelligence plus leadership.
Oh, sure thing. Wow, on 4 dice, that is a critical for 5.
Through the use of your powers and the expert application of your managerial process and the connections and lines that you have with contacts, you dispose of the body.
Yep.
And it is in processing to find out who the fuck this was.
Okay. Yep, sounds good. That works for me.
All right. The rest of the band, as the music die down, the show comes to an end, and you're all sort of in the afterglow of it. Make your way back into the green room. And waiting for you there is Simon, DJ Metro's son.
I'm going to let DJ Metro go in first. I'm going to flank him. Because I feel like this is important for him to go first.
Having a moment.
Hey, Simon.
Dad?
Wasn't sure if I'd see you so soon after Calgary.
I came here to stake you and take you away. And then he like grabs for his wrist and like unclips something. Says, I was gonna use this. And he takes off this wrist contraption that has a speaker at the end of it. Throws it on the ground. I was gonna use all this. And I was gonna...
Oh, the baby. Thank you. That's what I was waiting for.
Of course. I was gonna use all this to, incapacitate you. I knew you were probably gonna have to feed on someone. Gonna catch you there. I've got a tracker on you. Remember when I brushed past you?
Tonight?
No, back in Calgary. I know where you're gonna be, Dad.
Well, yeah.
Not like
publicly
that.
televised.
No, it's the society. They knew where you were gonna be. It's like the size of doesn't fucking matter. I deactivated it. I heard you guys play tonight.
Yeah, not my best sets, but I mean, I kind of was distracted because I was.
Oh, I heard.
He's hazing the new guy.
Heard you and I heard Reg. Saw everybody proud. Everybody just seemed happy. We heard about what you did. Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of things kind of fell apart for our cell. He said you were a cult. That you were monsters. There was some cure. And I'm not convinced on the monster part yet, but I know you're not in the cult. And I know you killed that... I know you killed that guy. That Strathcona. I know that you did that.
God damn, you guys are connected.
No, we just show up after with... We show up after you guys, and we've got some tools. Spectral analysis stuff. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm out. I don't... I don't know what to say.
I don't really know what to say either, Simon. I wasn't expecting when you dropped this bombshell on me in Calgary. And to have you change your position so quickly. I'm just...
And I know it's only been a couple days, but Dad, you killed a real monster, and like Finn is just a good guy. I've looked into all of you. Like, Reg has a daughter. Tatiana saved that homeless guy. I went to the fucking crime scene.
We are monsters. You're not wrong about that. But humanity makes worse monsters than us. And we are aware of the fact that we're monsters and try to make amends. And I don't think enough of the evil in this world has that level of self-awareness.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to excuse it, or our conversation in Calgary kind of left me a little bit spiraling, and I've kind of tried not to think about it, but I have been thinking about it. But earlier tonight, we were in another conversation with someone, and we were discussing about the reality of this eternity that we have, on whether it's a curse or a blessing, and whether we're monsters or miserable sods. And I said it then, and I'll say it too, is the thing about living forever is there's always tomorrow.
Well,
you and I still have time to get some kind of relationship. I can still make amends for the crimes that I've committed from my condition.
Well, I might not have eternity, but tomorrow.
That's when we're done this tour. I'll come back to Calgary if you're willing to go for coffee.
I don't know if we can go for coffee.
I'm sure there's coffee places open late enough in Calgary.
I'm thinking more kind of came to say goodbye, Dad.
Goodbye.
Yeah. I might be okay not hunting you, trying to change you. But you've stirred up so much. Everyone around you is in some sort of horrific danger all the time. I've learned what Duncerns are. And I know that Finn was being hunted by someone. I know that you've got some really dangerous people following you. I'm not going to see you in Halifax. If you live, and you still want to meet up, I'll find you. But right now, this is just goodbye.
I'll extend my hand.
He takes it.
If I don't get to see you again, I hope that being able to move past this obsession, you'll be able to now actually live your life.
I don't know if I can ever really live normally again. I've seen behind the curtain, Dad.
I didn't say to live normally. Just live.
Oh.
Just live. Go get laid, for God's sakes.
Dad.
Find a partner. Have a family. Don't
Do you
be
think
old and alone like I'm going to be.
You think I don't get laid, Dad?
Well, I mean, I assume you've got a little bit of both your mom and me in you, but at the same time, you've also done nothing with your adult life except research everything there is to know about.
Hey, whoa,
the undead.
Whoa, hey,
like,
okay,
I mean,
I get it. No, this is.
I'm picturing like Urkel in the
No,
library from the
I'm
Mummy
not
kind of lifestyle
Urkel.
here.
Oh, Dad. Okay, listen. I was gonna walk out of here. I was gonna walk out of here, and it was gonna be nice, and it was gonna be poignant, and I was gonna have said my goodbyes.
This is still nice and poignant. Like I want you to live.
Hunters
have
are
a life.
Vampire hunters are hot, Dad. I'm a dangerous man, okay, and people like that.
Okay. Okay. You got game. That's good.
Yeah, I do. I took your fucking wolf friend down. Yeah, he was down. You couldn't move. And I almost had fucking Reg Sanches of Blood Rush. I could have put a fucking stake through his ass.
Reg just peers through the door.
And then he looks over and he's a little incensed. He's like, yeah, you furball. I could have fucking had your number. If I would have
right.
He looks at the device. He's like, if I would have keyed that right, I would have had your ass too. You're lucky you play the drums real good. All right? Okay? Fucking...
Teddy just grabs onto Reg's shoulders like, it's okay. Just
Metro, can I eat your kid?
No,
You could
Reg,
fucking
and
try.
She just pulls Reg back behind the door. Stop.
Yeah, he just like reaches in his jacket pocket. Right. And he's like, listen, test me. But come on. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Time.
Yeah, you either. Fucking hairy bitch. Yeah, you know how many...
my boy.
Hey, whatever, Dad. I get ass. I'm out of here. Fucking. It's
Crowd
fine.
happy now.
Yeah. I gotta go.
All right.
Okay.
I hope I see you again in better circumstances.
Yeah. We'll see. And then he walks out.
I give him a fangs out smile when he walks by.
Just smack Reg upside the head. Stop
Ow.
antagonizing him.
I wasn't antagonizing.
Real quick, Reg, as you flash those fangs, he pulls his jacket pocket out, and in the lining of it is a long list of script with a strange symbol on it in a language that you don't understand. Your eyes hit it. Give me a willpower.
Oh, nice. I like this kid. It's the willpower I have left or my total willpower?
Total rating.
Total rating, yeah.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna need 3 successes.
all right. One, 2, 3. Do I get a crit on a willpower?
Yeah, you can crit on
still crit on willpower, yeah.
5.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you have 2 10s, yeah.
You feel a very of an instinctual fear, and you get like a moment where you want to run away just from a picture on a piece of paper, and then you squash it. But you understand that like this kid has something in the lining of his pocket that scared you.
Respect.
It's like, yeah, put some of it on my name. Joe Metro's son, all right?
Fuck yeah, you are, kid.
Yeah, and I fuck. And then he walks away.
Have a good night, Simon.
You too, fucking terrifying lady.
He goes around the corner and Reg looks at Teddy and he just goes, "No, seriously, that kid is like he's the real deal. Like I wouldn't fuck around with him."
All right, noted.
You realize what this means? There's a chance we could seduce hunters so that they don't kill us.
And
Oh
they're
my
hot.
god.
Yeah. My son said they're hot, and he changed his mind just from listening to us play. We are going to get some vampire hunter tail, and it's going to be glorious.
Or we're all going to die from it. Like, there's only 2 options here.
I don't know if anything pop culture tells me is vampire hunters really want the taboo.
They hunt us because
Yeah.
they want us, but it's wrong
Exactly.
to want us.
Exactly. We're bad.
So
Y'all
in
have
the
a
green room,
relational,
you
I
guys,
hope
you
you know
literally
that.
see a shadow sort of come off from the rest of the room, pool in the middle, and then literally form upwards out of the floor into a human shape, and then Douglas steps out of it.
Hi, Dougie.
What's up, Doug?
Cool.
Hey,
Did you tickle my ankle while I was talking to fucking fucks?
you felt that, eh?
No. How could I not feel that?
Good. I figured you could use a little backup.
Douglas is a dust bunny.
Apparently.
Soot Sprite.
Something. A soot sprite,
Sprite.
yeah.
Ghibli
That's
fans?
right,
Ghibli
Yeah.
fans?
Yeah, exactly.
I see you. I see you.
Oh, by the way, you guys should all know, in that room upstairs, the one your person told me about, Toddy,
Yeah.
there's somebody fucking nailed to the roof.
Beg pardon.
Yeah, like with the fucking stage light screws. I got it taken care of for now, but that's what happened in there. We're gonna have to wait and see, but I figured I'd let y'all know.
My money's on Elliot.
It's either
Um,
Elliot or it was Josh.
It was
We have
Josh.
one show without somebody fucking dying.
Do I
No,
know who
Blood
Elliot
Rush.
is?
That
Aaron?
sounds too cool to be Gary's hand.
As if on cue, speaking of Elliot, a hand on the back of his neck, his head is poked through the...
I mean, I've been itching to punch something. Just say the word, Astrid.
I'm ready.
And you hear from behind... I think you guys have been looking for this fucker, hey?
You could say that, and I just kind of walk out, kind of peek around the corner.
You
I'm
see...
curious to see who's got you like a puppet.
You see a short stack, busty, curvaceous woman that matches the description of the woman contact that Smiling Jack named Kathy Velasquez.
You must be
Kathy, I
Kathy.
presume.
Hi, I'm Reg. Will you be my next ex-wife?
Reg, down boy.
You see her. She's wearing she's wearing black leather pants, rips in the knees. She's got patches on each of her elbows. A jean jacket with a whole bunch of punk patches all over it. She's got a shaved mohawk that's been painted completely green, and her nails each have a letter on them, and it says "wreck me" in different letters all across. She's got rings on each hand, and she's got
Reg's type.
she's got the choker. She's got the choker on with the spikes all the way around it. She's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm." And
Hi, allow me to take that off your hands. I'm just gonna grab Elliot by the hair.
you grab Elliot by the hair. He goes like almost completely limp. It seems like all the fight's been taken out of him.
What'd you do to him?
I'm also curious.
I beat him.
Ah,
Nice.
beautiful.
I beat him severely over the course of about an entire evening. We caught this little rat. He was trying to come into the Danforth Music Hall, and to be completely honest, this place is my domain.
Really? The music hall is your domain?
Well, and about a 2-mile radius around it too.
Wow.
Nice. So
you should know it's haunted.
We may kill this man. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Perfect.
He said some crazy
Astrid.
stuff about Astrid. That he needed to see her. It was necessary. I need her.
my.
Yes, let's be done with this.
Who wants to do it?
Well, I will let you all know that Josh has specifically requested that I be the one to murder him. So I'll let you all pick who gets to kill Elliot. If
Obviously,
we're
it
going to
should
kill
be
Elliot.
Astrid. Come on.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll take care of this.
Oh, I was gonna do
I can't
something,
remember,
but
Aaron.
okay.
Did Elliot get turned into a vamp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Elliot looks up at Astrid.
I'm still holding his hair.
Yeah, his eyes just come up. He says, I'm sorry.
Waste his ass black.
Finn is just gonna walk up behind him really fast and just snap his neck.
Thank
That
you.
won't kill him.
I know it won't.
Oh.
It's gonna hurt though.
Can I get a dexterity plus brawl, please? Actually, strength plus brawl.
I was gonna say dexterity
Yeah.
to snap someone's
Yeah.
neck.
No, yeah, you do it real with a lot of finesse.
Yeah.
I'd really like to know, like, what happens to his hair, because I'm holding it, and I am behind him.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I just have a chunk full of hair now, and just like,
We'll find out if Finn can roll.
okay.
Three successes.
3 successes. With 3 successes, Kathy's going to. She's just going to grab your hand quickly. Say, you don't have to do this.
I know. He's annoying. I wanted to shut him up for a few minutes.
Okay. And then you all hear a sickening crunch. Then Elliot hits the floor. Hair ripped out, lying motionless.
That was gross.
You know what's gross is the fact that it almost slipped through my fingers with the grease.
Yes.
Ew.
So are we gonna...
I'm gonna just look down at him. And
Douglas is gonna pipe up and be like, "Should we do it here or should we do it somewhere where it's easy to dispose of?"
Okay, I'll stake him, and I stake his ass too! I'm gonna run out of drumsticks.
You're not. Don't even lie. You have
I
so
eat
many
trans-
drumsticks.
I transfer Reg for more drumsticks.
No, I have a whole suitcase of drumsticks.
Kathy looks at you all. All right. Jack said something about all of you being my kind of crowd, but I guess that's right. Cool.
I guess one of the words I believe was chuckle fucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hurry,
So,
fucks.
so you're probably wondering why Jack asked you to come and see me, eh?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I like your vibe better than Jack, to be honest.
Oh, Jack's old and he's a perv. He's gross. Yeah.
Jack's
for
a
sure.
shit stain.
Yeah, he's my kind of perv though. Like he's gross, but like he takes care of people. He's good shit. He's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He'll punch.
I'm sure he is.
Seemed all right.
Listen. I've known Jack for a long time, and honestly, wait, hold on. Did you hit him?
I wanted to.
Oh man, you have more restraint than I do. When I first met Jack, listen, that's a story for another time.
To be fair, I had just punched through Strathcona's head, so.
Yeah, I heard you guys are the ones that did in Strathcona.
Yep.
I gotta say, he went
Fantastic.
down like a bitch.
Oh,
Hey, what are you talking about? I literally ripped his throat out with my mouth.
No,
Listen-
no. I'm saying Strathcona went down like a bitch. I was expecting more of a fight.
well, did he try to control all your minds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Did it work?
On my.
no.
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Strathcona was really just a one-trick pony. And eventually that trick doesn't work. And to be completely honest, he got sloppy. I can't imagine why he decided to step to you all, but he underestimated you. Somehow he resisted the call. He's not the man he used to be. But regardless, he was a real... he was an interesting sort. Former Sabat. And he turned Camarilla. And then now he's in was in some sort of weird liminal space. Not really in any sect, just a big controller. Old man, monster on the hill. Right? Scary guy. So, you did him in. I think that's why Jack sent me to you. Or you to me.
Because we're good at killing shit.
No. Well, you are. But I understand.
Would you get to the fucking point already?
Finn, that's enough. I
No.
understand you had-
I like you. You, band manager. Honestly. Shh. Just count the fucking money. He's the talent. And you hear those like words echo out, and you're like, oh fuck. You're like, Ed said the same fucking thing about talent.
Uh-huh. Can I do Sense the Unseen and see if she's being possessed by Ed right now?
Yeah, you can.
Alright. I'll roll it. Keep talking.
Yeah. No, let's resolve this.
Okay.
For sure.
Spoiler, I don't think she is. I think she's just a bitch.
I think I just like,
like
her
her.
a lot.
I know. Dougie wouldn't check, though. Oof. That's one success on Sense the Unseen.
Doesn't
Not a
seem
clue.
like it.
Alright.
Anyway. No, I will. Let me cut to the chase. I understand the Camarilla. I've been at war with these fucks for a long fucking time. A lot of their heavy hitters have into the ether. It created a big old power vacuum. Mr. Strathcona picked up a lot of that. Had some deals with the Lasombra. He decided to take on a little too much, it seems, though. He was our big gateway, though, stopping everything that's out west from coming east. But Halifax. That's where you're heading, right?
Yeah.
Finn just kind of like,
There's going to be an ambush waiting for you.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
How devoted to this whole rock show thing are you?
Entirely.
It's
Very.
your life.
All right. Then there's going to have to be a couple of things that happen in order to make sure that your little show happens.
All right.
Such as.
Well, probably making sure that there's no bombs in the building, making sure that there's no incendiary devices, that your roadies aren't killed. You've pissed off one too many people. There's a lot waiting for you, and I'm going to help. I'm going to make sure that your show runs very smoothly.
at what cost?
And in return,
you.
I'm going to need you to burn it down.
Deal.
We're going to
Wait,
get
what are we burning down?
Burn what down?
The building.
the building,
Oh, yeah.
the event, the people.
Wait, the people?
What?
The fans?
I didn't say that. The people. You can justify it however you want, but there's going to be many in attendance in that crowd that are from the Camarilla. Sabat packs that want the ones that took down Kyle. If rumor is to be believed, there's going
Of
to
course his name's
be
Kyle.
werewolves in attendance.
Oh, this is fun.
Bad ones.
Fans are family.
Fans
We
are
don't
family.
harm.
There's good werewolves?
Fans.
Oh, there's bad werewolves. There's worse werewolves. And then there's the ones that you're going to be going up against. Worst of
Spirals.
the worst.
The swearwolves?
So, what I'm telling you is this. If you're so insistent on this show, you need it. What I'm telling you is, you can sort of minimize the collateral, but you have an ultimatum. You can either let me help you, burn it down. You've all seen wildfires before. It's like that. You need a controlled burn to help stop it. And unfortunately, all of you started one of the most raging wildfires that I've ever seen in my entire life. The second you took the stage in Vancouver. So, you are going to have to let me help you. But at some point during the night, things are just going to get messy. It's up to you to help mitigate it. But it's not at all going to be clean. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be anything that you want. And to be honest, I've heard a little rumor too that something a little bit extra is present. There's something that's beyond the veil
Oh,
that's taken up residence.
Dougie's super ghost.
Dougie's ghost, yeah.
Well,
Lucky for me.
but what I'm saying is everything is terrible and the night is dark.
I think we can probably get on board with accepting your help, but there will have to be one condition. And I look around at Blood Rush, right? Yeah?
Speak.
Kathy, you and me have to go on a date.
Good God.
Baby.
But other than that, I can't see any problems with this plan.
No? Y'all are just cool with killing a bunch of innocent people who love us?
Okay, the people are gonna die if we do the show, right?
Well, you could always just not do the show and run into hiding. I mean, that is an option. I lose
That is-
nothing, and you...
Okay, music, fans, other stuff.
The rest of you all okay with this?
I don't want to kill fans.
Me neither.
I don't want to kill innocents. I'm all happy and fucking content killing some cami assholes, some assholes, and
There's so many
fucking-
factions showing up to get us. They'd almost
Even gonna-
outnumber the fans.
Wait, are there
Think
even
that's
going
what
to
I'm
be any
saying.
fans? It's all just going to be people there trying to kill
pulled
Yeah,
the
they
fire
might-
alarm, and
they
then we
might
light
just-
the place up.
they
Well,
might just
Is there any
Buy
way
all
to
the
guarantee
tickets.
that none of our fans actually make it in?
That's not my responsibility.
All right.
I'm going to make sure that there's no bombs. I'm going to make sure that the anarchs aren't coming for you. And I'm going to do my very, very best to make sure that the Camarilla know exactly where you are and that they feel like they have the upper hand.
Great.
That's the best I can do. Everything else is in your hands.
That's plenty.
If you want
And
to,
It's pretty helpful.
it's up to you to mitigate.
But the other part, the date. I feel like we kind of glossed over that. Like everybody laughed and haha, and nobody really addressed it.
You're
I'm going to
serious?
the bus.
You're
We'll
serious?
talk about this later.
Is this your serious?
Yeah, if we're gonna die, I'd like to go on a date with the hottest, rockinest chick I've seen, in a long time.
Patty looks mildly offended.
Okay, no, you're like,
Miss
you're like,
Astrid.
no, you're both like you're the band,
Look,
like
Kate,
I'm
it's-
not Fleetwood Mac.
Katie, you're only taking 3 minutes out of your night. What does it matter?
3 minutes. Jesus Christ.
If I'm being completely honest, I feel like 3 minutes is probably an overestimation.
Guys, I have so much stamina.
Yeah, he'd go twice.
Listen,
That's
Rick,
why we
you
gave him
said
3
you liked
minutes.
me.
How about this? If you want me,
Uh-huh.
I promise you, if you survive and you aren't completely deranged, come find me.
Nice.
We'll go on a date.
Katie, I got a
Alright.
question.
Mm-hmm.
You know all these factions that are planning on ambushing us in Halifax. Is there any way we could just get them tickets for a private show and just get just them to show up together? Because I'm thinking if we've got Sabat and we have Cam and we have werewolves in a mosh pit together, it might sort itself out.
Babe, if they sense you coming at all, they're just gonna wait for the next time, or they're gonna hit you individually. I know the people that are coming, and I need them gone. Whatever.
Can I make an insight, Aaron? Is she on the level, or is she bullshitting us?
Go ahead.
I trust
wits
her
and
with
insight?
my life.
You did.
I assume that's wits and insight.
Wits and insight, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Dropped a dice. Mm. 3 successes.
Something's there.
Yeah.
She's obviously not being completely forthright. She hasn't named any names.
Well, I wouldn't assume
And
that she would.
it seems egregious to say that there's going to be Camarilla and Sabat packs and werewolves and a wraith. Like, that seems crazy to say.
Well, I believe her about the Wraith.
If you were to put out a guess, say that it's very likely that
Mhm.
she's after a certain someone.
And she doesn't care who gets hurt in the process.
But if there's one thing that you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's that it's when a vampire's trying to kill you, and they know where you're going to be, and they have all the powers available to them. If it's the Camarilla, you know that you as a person, you got a lot of reach. You don't come fucking close to a Ventru neonate with a grudge when it comes to the stretch into the mortal realm. So, having someone on your side that knows the people and is willing to pull strings as a baron of an entire domain to make sure that the place doesn't fucking blow up, that's big.
Yeah.
That's big.
It's a bit of a devil's bargain, but I don't think it's one we're in a position to turn down.
I'm in love with the devil.
Douglas looks around at everyone. Well, clearly Kathy has an axe to grind with someone. And our interests are aligned. Because clearly they have an axe to grind with us. So, I don't see a way out of keeping the upper hand other than to work with Kathy here.
I'm in. You convinced me, Doug.
Daddy?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, same.
DJ?
I'm performing, so I mean,
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not gonna not do the show.
I'll do the soundtrack to you guys kicking ass. Like,
All right.
I will say this.
All right, I guess my opinion doesn't matter. Hey, Doug.
You left for the bus.
Well, we can
you-
say that he's stayed. He didn't have to run off. But
Mm.
I will say this. It's not my obsession that's going to get people hurt. It's yours. It's been yours. So let's just be transparent here for a second. You could have just not taken the stage at any time. And before you all say, oh, that's impossible. Oh, no, I could never. The show must go on. Before you start with any of that, sounds a lot like somebody's beast obsessing over something that you can't really help yourselves. Heavens forbid someone take advantage of it. You're just lucky it's me.
sounds like you're not the only one taking advantage of that.
Yeah,
All of our
I'd make my
enemies
peace.
assume we're gonna be there.
Well, yes, but they want to kill you.
Yeah.
You just want to, pull our strings in a hot way.
Reg,
What?
love of God, like 5 minutes with it in your pants, please.
I will try.
Thank you.
So, Finn, she looks to you. I understand that you have concerns. I don't want to hurt people either.
Just don't care if it means getting what you want.
Well, not sure what you know about anarchs and what we do.
I know nothing about any of this, man.
Fantastic. Let me explain something to you. My entire existence is choosing the lesser of two evils. If you want to hear that you're doing the right thing, and that in the long run it's going to make a difference, trust me when I say that I truly believe that's what I'm doing.
I'm gonna trust my bandmates. I'm not gonna trust you. But I'll just say this to all of you. Sometimes the only way to win is to not play. And Finn is gonna walk away.
Are we gonna need to find another guitarist? Is that what he just said?
Gary was here.
Oh,
No.
no.
I was a joke. It was a joke.
Teddy picks up the guitar and says, I will play.
Gary Fox?
Yeah.
It was a joke.
Gary Fox?
Why?
Like your old guitarist?
It was a joke.
Better have been a joke. Oh my god.
Yeah, he was here tonight. Did you know he's kindred?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard another rumor. Okay, anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. You guys are fucked.
Nice.
But
Nice.
let's find out exactly how hard when you get to Halifax, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be waiting. I'm gonna set the site up. We'll have a brief little talk. about what exactly, whatever plan you folks have. Only thing that I ask, at the end of the night, or sometime during the night, that it all comes down. That there isn't anyone standing. If you all come out alive, fantastic. You're apex predators. You did it. If you don't, sorry. But you're doing this for a good cause. All right, I'm sure you have planning to do. I'm going to go. I have things to prepare. I need to get to Halifax. So, I bid you good night. Thank you for coming to my domain. I do appreciate it. I owe Smiling Jack one, unfortunately. And I will say this. If ever you find yourselves in his presence again, I know you're not all super savvy, but he owes you one too. Because in a very roundabout way, I'm solving his fucking mess. And she walks out the door.
Wow.
Well, let's go deal with Elliot first.
We have a
Astrid.
few staked people we need to deal with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you gonna eat him, Astrid? Ooh, don't. He'll be mixed in. Yeah. Probably not your best call.
No. No. I did enough of that before he was kindred. I don't need to be continuing that after.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I have this fucking family. No, I'm gonna hang on to her. That's a great piece of bait to throw at the Sabbat. Now that I think about it.
That is a good point. Fuck, we got a long trip. We got another show to do. We got at least one more round before we can get
Yeah,
this
we gotta get to Montreal.
Yeah, we gotta get this done.
Yeah.
As I told Josh, this all ends in Halifax.
Uh-huh.
One way or another.
I gotta buy a grenade.
Good luck?
You all make your way to the tour bus. Bus driver greets you. How was it?
Show was
Hey.
good.
My best show in a while.
Yeah,
Honestly, Reg fucking killed it.
fucking tore the roof
Thank you.
off. Fucking tore the roof off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, good
Fucking
shit.
drumlined.
Hey, yeah.
The Drumline? I love that movie.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's so good. You remember all those like kind of like not quite music, not quite dance movies from like the early 2000s?
Oh, yeah.
There was like Step It Up, or it was like Step Up, and there was like Drumline, and then there was like that one that was about like parades or whatever. Yeah, those sucked.
Oh, yeah, they suck.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Drumline was pretty good. Like that was before Nick Cannon had like 700 kids, eh?
Aaron,
Yeah.
before leaving the green room, I'd like to pick
Yeah.
up the little device my son threw on the floor.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Real quick, Jake, fix the camera. Gonna have you. I'm gonna need you to cut out and then come back.
Oh,
we lost
okay.
Nick.
Yeah, we lost you on the I think a while back too.
Not super long ago, only about 5 minutes ago. I
Awesome.
noticed him drop out and then come back in.
Fantastic.
It's because I figured like,
I-
he dropped. I was about to say something, then he's back. Okay.
I have to pee.
And we're good. Give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes.
Let's just get the wrap up done.
So you've all made your way back. Metro, you picked up that small device. It's a small speaker that leads back with some pretty rudimentary looking wires to a box that's about the size of your fist. It's nondescript, covered in some unrecognizable tech bric-a-brac, and it has a hatch on one side.
Okay.
That's it. You all get into the bus. Bus driver does look to you all. All right, are we leaving? Is that it?
I think so.
You're
Alright.
here.
Okay. Y'all seem a little somber. Good.
Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I just met the love of my life.
Okay. That's it.
Yep.
Starts the bus.
Off
it.
to Montreal.
Is it running? Halifax.
Well, Montreal first, then Halifax.
Ah,
Yeah, we still have 2 more stops.
right,
yeah.
right.
But yeah, well,
If
We'll do a
nothing
little
of note
twinger.
happens in Montreal, that's okay.
yeah.
We'll see. And you trundle on down the road. And right there is where we're going to end it for the evening. That has
I
been...
also throw up my horns.
Yeah. Well, I'll see about... Yeah, anyway, yeah. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Thanks for watching. This has been another chapter of Vampire the Masquerade After the Fall. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've been following along. And I've just got one question before we actually head out. Who are we?
Yeah. Shit.
Oh,
I was muted.
Poor baby.
all right. Quiet. Just from Finn. Who are we?
Blood Rush.
Hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. All right,
That's
guys.
the energy we love.
That's the energy that we came here for.
Great.
All right, everybody. You all have a beautiful night. We'll see y'all next time for the conclusion, ? Of Vampire the Masquerade After the Fall. Love you. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.